We're getting rid of a manager, bringing in a new one. He comes in with his philosophy, with his play style, with his tactics, and says to the board, I want another 200-300 million to change the squad of players. I don't like this guy, I don't like that guy, blah, blah, blah. And then suddenly we're back to square one again. We spend 200-300 million and the manager doesn't do anything. He flaps it and then welcome to the Man Utd stream. Hope you're doing well. It's Friday morning and we've got huge breaking news concerning Kobbie Mainoo. Yes, it broke late last night and it was Kobbie Mainoo wants to leave Man Utd. This is getting from bad to worse to this week. I mean, we firstly hear that Ruben Amorim might be leaving, or he insinuates that he's leaving, or he wants to leave, or he wants to quit the club, and then we're hearing Kobbie Mainoo wants to do the same. What the hell is going on with my club? We need to sort this out, and we need to sort it out quickly. We're going to be discussing this and lots more in today's show, so make sure you stick around, make sure you hit the like button on this video, and if you're not already a subscriber to the Man Utd stream channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all the latest Manchester United news and more from one single daily dose. Okay, so let's jump straight into today's show. I mean, there's not even any time to linger around and talk about anything else or transfers. It's the big news on Kobbie Mainoo. We've not even got over what Ruben Amorim said the other day after the Grimsby match. We're worried about him leaving, and then suddenly we get this news, a bombshell dropping late last night by David Ornstein. Now, The Athletic and David Ornstein had already done the article on Kobbie Mainoo the day before saying that he wants out, but look, lots of people didn't actually believe it. Thought, nah, Kobbie Mainoo's not going to do that. Why would he want to leave? Why would he want to be sold? No way is that going to happen. No way are United going to agree with that. And it's just a made up story. And then suddenly, boom, it drops late last night. David Ornstein breaks it, and the news is Kobbie Mainoo wants out, not next summer, but this summer. In these couple of days before the transfer window closes on Monday evening, he wants to be sent out, either on loan or be sold. This is ridiculous. What is going on at our club? Why are young players like this wanting to leave a club like Manchester United with all the history and everything behind it? Why? Surely they should be dreaming of playing for Man United. This is their dream. Why are they so happy to jump ship? We've just had yesterday the breaking news of Garnacho going off to Chelsea. We need to discuss that as well, but later on in the show we will. But he's jumped ship. He's happy to do so. We've had Rashford leave. Rasmus Højlund, okay, didn't want to leave, but he's off to Napoli as well, but doesn't want to come back. And then we get this huge news on Kobbie Mainoo. Wants to leave the club. Wants to leave, and it's got nothing to do with the result against Grimsby. This is something that's been building up, and we know exactly why. It's been building up because he can't get into the team. He's not going to get any game time. We know the World Cup year is coming next year. He needs to play this season to get into the World Cup squad. He knows that that's very important to him, and of course it would be. If you're a player there, you would want to play in the World Cup and you need game time. You can't sit on the bench and get selected for the World Cup. He needs to play. So he's thinking, I'm not going to get any game time. I'm not going to get any game time ahead of the club captain, Bruno Fernandes. He's never injured. We said that to you a couple of shows ago, that Bruno Fernandes is never injured. He's going to play every single game, and Kobbie Mainoo can't battle it out. It's an unfair battle. It's a completely unfair fight with two completely different type of players. Why is he being put against Bruno Fernandes? Nobody knows. Why? Why is he fighting Bruno Fernandes? Why can't somebody else be fighting Bruno Fernandes? Bruno Fernandes is even playing out of position. He's playing in Kobbie Mainoo's position. It's just ridiculous. Head's gone moment, isn't it? It is. And he's probably thinking the same thing. Him and his agents, Kobbie Mainoo, is sat there thinking, I'm not going to get any game time. I'm not going to get any game time, so I might as well bloody leave. I need to leave because the manager's not going to pick me. He might play me against the likes of Grimsby and other teams and lesser teams, but I'm not going to get any regular game time. I'm not going to get picked for the international team, and I see exactly where he's coming from. Now, yesterday, some fans were kicking off saying, how dare he do such a thing? You know, why is he requesting to leave? What a spoiled little brat, blah. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's thinking about his career, his progression. And I like players like that. I want players to have ambition. You don't want players to just sit there and just take their salary and not care about performances, not care about playing. We've had plenty of those type of players at United in recent times. And trust me, we do not want any more of them kind of players. We want players who are ambitious, who want to do well, who want the club to do well. And that's why I understand exactly where Mainoo's coming from, and I agree with him 100%. If he is up against the club captain who's going to get all the game time, then what is the point? What is the point of being at the club? Waiting for what? Someone to get injured? Waiting for what? To get a sub on here and there, just come on in the last 10 minutes of a game? Absolute joke. He is one of our pivotal key future players, and we needed to protect him. I am shocked that the club hasn't got ahead of this and they haven't spoke to him already. Ruben Amorim hasn't sat down with him and said, look, you are in my future plans. Don't worry. You will get game time. You will be pivotal to the future of this United team, and especially this season. Why hasn't nobody done that? That's my question mark. Drop your comments below on what you think about all this news, and do you think he will end up leaving? Now, this is a rapidly moving story, and we are hearing today that Kobbie Mainoo's representatives will be sitting down with Manchester United and discussing the future of Kobbie Mainoo. They are pushing for United to loan him out. Anywhere will do, as long as he get game time, obviously within the Premier League. Now, there's lots of clubs who will love to have Kobbie Mainoo in their side, and they'll give him plenty of game time. That is without a doubt. And United now have a really hard call to make. Do they give Kobbie Mainoo game time and keep him at the club, or do they loan him out and keep him happy? But the problem is, if they loan him out, he might never come back. That is the big problem. And now we already heard the people at United are putting a price tag on him for about 45 million. They were saying already that, look, they'll sell Kobbie Mainoo if a decent offer comes in, which is complete madness. He is a top midfield player. He is going to be a sensation in the future. Now, we said it in the tweet last night. If Kobbie Mainoo was playing for another club right now, United will be dropping a cool 100 million plus to sign him. That's what it's like. And that's without a doubt. We're paying that much money for Baleba. We're looking at him. He is in the same class as Baleba. He's that good, in my opinion. You might disagree. You might say, what's he talking about, Baleba? Baleba is good defensively. He's a top player, but Kobbie Mainoo has got that cream as well. He is very, very good. Drop your comments below on what you think about this whole situation. You might disagree with me completely. You might say, get rid of Kobbie Mainoo. If he doesn't want to fight for his position, doesn't want to fight against Bruno Fernandes, then let him be. But I think that's an unfair fight. You're essentially saying to Bruno Fernandes, right, there you go, you've got all the weapons, and Kobbie Mainoo, you've got nothing, and you need to fight against Bruno Fernandes. He's never going to win. He's not going to win that position. Bruno Fernandes, as long as he stays fit, will play every single game. That's the problem. That is the problem. We can't have these two players playing in that same position at the same time. Ideally, Ruben Amorim should change his formation. He should be playing a 4-2-3-1 formation where Mainoo plays as the centre defensive midfielder and Bruno Fernandes plays in his normal position, which is the cam position. That would be ideal. Ruben Amorim doesn't look like he's going to be changing that anytime soon. He's still sticking to the formation. He's saying he still believes that the formation is not the problem. Now, we'll bring you any further developments, news stories on this Kobbie Mainoo issue as soon as we get them. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because this could be breaking news anytime soon. They could agree along within hours. So you never know what United are going to do. They might leave the meeting today and decide, right, okay, it might be best to send him out on loan and give him some game time, because we can't guarantee him game time. But what are we going to do? We've got hardly any players in the midfield already. So we're going to struggle if he goes. We've got Ugarte and Casemiro in the midfield. Absolute joke. Seriously, this is heads gone moment at the moment. We need to settle down. We need to get the club settled down, and we cannot afford to allow Kobbie Mainoo to go even out on loan this season. Drop your comments below on what you think. Now, moving on to the biggest story of this week, which was, of course, Ruben Amorim and his post-match interview that he gave after the Grimsby loss on penalties. Now, it was a huge loss, without a doubt. It was a huge loss, and lots of fans were upset, including me. I was upset with the result and the way the players played, but Do I want Ruben Amorim to leave? Absolutely not. Now, you might think I'm absolutely mad to back Ruben Amorim, but I don't know why. I can see the future in this guy. I really do like him. I really like the way he carries himself. I like the way he's with the press. I like even his man management. I like the way he sees things. He sees it like a fan. He knows which player's not doing well and he gets them out, but not in a proper hoo-ha way. He just simply pushes them out slowly, and before you know it, they're out. I like that. I really like the way he's doing things at Man United. I like the way he talks to the fans. I like the way he talks to the board. I just think he's an all-round decent, good manager, and I think he's got the potential to be very, very good. Yes, there is some elements that are negative. Now, I've said it to you already in the last show and the show before, which is he needs to change his formation. I've been begging him to change the formation and his tactics. He needs to change it up. He needs to change it up and see if anything else works, because this isn't working and he keeps on doing the same thing again and again, which is not going to save his skin. He needs to change things up and he needs to change them up big time. Now, we've got Burnley at home tomorrow. I was thinking about going to Old Trafford, but then I'm not quite sure. I don't think I can handle it. I genuinely can't handle the stress of going there and watching the game and just falling apart if they lose. I really can't do that. So I might just watch it at home and do a reaction video to it. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that they do win and Ruben Amorim gets more time. He needs more time. We're literally 3-4 games into the season. We can't be talking about getting rid of the manager. In fact, who's talking about getting rid of him? We're worried that he might actually walk himself. That's the biggest problem we've got. United fans shouldn't be thinking about sacking him. In fact, we should be worried about him walking, because if he does, what happens then? We're back to square one again. We've done it again and again every year, every season, or every other season. We're doing the same thing. We're getting rid of a manager, bringing in a new one. He comes in with his philosophy, with his play style, with his tactics, and says to the board, I want another 200-300 million to change the squad of players. I don't like this guy, I don't like that guy, blah, blah, blah. And then suddenly we're back to square one again. We spend 200-300 million and the manager doesn't do anything. He flaps it and then we get rid of him. And we've done it. We've done it so many times. It's just stupid to do this again. Why would you get rid of the manager? Why would we even be talking about getting rid of Ruben Amorim? I think he's one of the best managers we've had since Sir Alex Ferguson. Genuinely, I look at him and I think he's just all-rounded, really good. And I just like his character. I like his determination, and we genuinely hope that he can turn things around and get things sorted. Maybe take this international break as a blessing in disguise and just get things sorted. I'm hoping that he can, because I can't go through another manager leaving and then everything starting all over again, writing off this entire season once again, just having a new manager turn up and tell us the same old shit that we like to hear, which is, I've got a new project, we're going to see this team and it's going to become better, it's going to take me 2 years to do it, however, so stick with me and watch, things will get better. Things never get better. Things never get better. We need to go through this. We need to go through this pain right now. So Ruben Amorim knows that the pressure is on him. He knows that managers don't survive, and he's already alluded to it. He said it in his interview after the Grimsby match. It's over. It's over. Essentially, that's what he's telling us. He's telling us it's over, not for the players, but for him. And I know there'll be some fans right now screaming at the screen saying, what are you talking about? Look at his win record. It is so poor. Look at what he's done with United. It's dismal. But I just see him doing really well. I genuinely do. We've got Kuna in. We've got Mbeumo in. These signings are brilliant. These signings are what we dream of. The signings that are proven Premier League players. Then we got Sesko, a young talent that, again, we would, if someone told you at the start of the transfer window that we would have Sesko, Kuna and Mbeumo, you would take the arm off for it, wouldn't you? You accept it. You would be all over that. You would accept that at a heartbeat. You'd say, yes, give me them three and we'll go into this season. Look, we need to stick with Amorim. We do need to give him time. There's going to be always ups and downs in football. And right now, start of the season, something's not right. Obviously, there's player grumblings. We can hear Mainoo wanting to leave. Garnacho has left, and all the others. And there's some players at the club right now who are probably not happy with things. And that is up to Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim needs to manage that situation, and he needs to manage himself as well. The problem what we have is that Ruben Amorim is probably thinking, I'm going to be going, so he's taken the eye off the ball a little bit. We need him to be focused on his job, and as fans, we need to back him up. We need to back him up until there is no way forward. Right now, I still feel that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. We cannot do the same thing and get rid of the manager and start all over again. Just does not bode well. Now, moving on to other transfer news. Garnacho finally sold to Chelsea. 40 million fixed price. And we've got an add-on fee. I think we've got a sell-on fee of 10%. So that is Garnacho, end of United career. Good riddance. Good luck to him. I don't know what to say about him, man. I really don't. I thought he was going to be a good player for United. Turned out he didn't care. And well, look, he wants Chelsea. Gone to Chelsea. I don't think he's going to do well at Chelsea. I'll be honest with you. I don't think he's going to get a lot of game time either. Even if he does get a lot of game time, I don't think he suits their play. But really, look, I wish Garnacho the best of luck. No hard feelings. Look, I'm really happy that he's just simply gone from the club and we've cut the wage bill and we don't have someone who's just sulking around and leaking news out to the press. That's all I'm bothered about. Let us know in the comments below what you think about this deal. Do you think United should have sold him for more? Look, United are terrible at selling players. We all know this. United cannot get their money out of players. Chelsea, on the other hand, are amazing at selling players and making their money back. United just haven't got a clue when it comes to reselling players, and they've made loss upon loss upon loss on players that they've bought. The list carries on and on. Now, we still haven't got rid of Jadon Sancho. We're hearing Real Betis will be taking Anthony out on a loan again with an obligation to buy this time though. So let's wait and see what happens there. There's of course going to be lots of dramatic transfer news coming your way, because in the last couple of days, Man United might be signing 2 new players. We know they're going to be bringing in a goalkeeper without a doubt. Onana has to go. I mean, if they don't get him out on loan, I don't know what. No team's going to even take him on loan. They have to literally push him off somewhere. But they need to bring in a new goalkeeper, and they do need a new CDM. Who that might be, I'm not quite sure. But United really need to work hard to get something in to save our skin and to turn this season around. We need to get these signings done. That is it for today's show, guys. Make sure you hit the like button on this video. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. You're watching the Man Utd Stream channel, a channel by the fans for the fans.